staying put us. Gachiakuta is treating us so well, to the point where we get 2 arcs in 1 season. Core 2, man. That's what we're calling it, right? We have episode 14, The Storm Before the Storm. And that sounds insane, but it's literally happening. It's literally happening. It's upon us. Remlin's spell doesn't cure every little bump and bruise, so we end up going back to the doctor that we saw a couple episodes ago, or should I say a season ago at this point, right? This new intro is so fire. I think I like it better than intro 1. I might have to make a video on these 2 intros just to share my extended thoughts. Not gonna do that right here, but let me know if you want to see that, and I definitely will. So we're in the doctor's office. She's still bald. She's still screaming. She has a patient in there and he runs out of there like, I'm not coming back here. Rio mentions how Engine always stops in this office whenever he comes to this town. And Engine's like, yeah, this lady is awesome. We got some lore about her. Her name is Alice Stilza, and she was the first person on the ground to treat body pollution. A true pioneer in the ground healthcare system, it seems like. Or maybe not, because the customer she just had wasn't treating her with respect. Maybe because he was getting yelled at. Actually, when I say that and I think about it, you could be going, or I'll talk in terms of me, I could go to a world-renowned doctor and I might not even know their true bag. Like my doctor I go to, my dentist, I don't know what they've truly done. All I know is I pull up, they help me with what I need in the moment, and then I keep it pushing. And if they yelled at me, I'll probably be like, yo, I ain't coming back here. That being said, back to Alice. She is also the grandmother of 2 cleaners we've already met, August and Aisha. Aisha studies under her grandma and she's able to fix up the crew. And then her and August get going ahead of the rest of the crew because they're trying to beat the storm that's approaching. And the storm ends up coming, but it doesn't hinder the crew. They're able to pull over, and the storm, for context, is a trash storm. The sphere is constantly moving, and when it moves, it drops trash. I actually question that, because why is the sphere moving? Is that something that went over my head that I'm not in tune with right now? If anybody can let me know, no spoilers, please do. So as we're pulled over, the group is pondering on how Rudo was able to make it through the border between the sphere and the ground, because people who try to cross that border, most of the time they end up boomed. Rudo tries to remember what happened when he was falling down. There's a scene that's very reminiscent to episode 1, and the best way I could describe it is like a movie. You hear some like TV static, and I don't know if Rudo's coming to some type of breakthrough, but we get interrupted because Semiyu calls the group, tells them, yo, y'all gotta come around the back because we got some people here that I gotta handle. And there's a group of people pulled up to Cleaner HQ called Marauders, and they're here because they're looking for the spherite. They're looking for Rudo. They're trying to break into the HQ, but they're unable to, and we get a glimpse of a cleaner whose powers, they kind of look crazy. They fortify the HQ to the point where the Marauders trying to break through and do damage to the outside, it's not even working. That's insane to me. And this guy, he's like, he has shut-in vibes. Like he's just there in front of a computer, looks nuts. Then something happens that I didn't expect. Semiyu, our receptionist, our lovely receptionist, walks out and faces the Marauders herself. With her vital instrument, she's able to see the trajectory of every attack they launch at her. And she has this dope ass scene where she literally catches a rocket and throws it back at them. I'm like, what? This is her bag? Surprisingly, they withstand the rocket blast, but Semiyu finishes them off with her hands. This showing out of her rises her in my character rankings. I will say Rio's still my top girl in the series so far, but Semiyu, I really enjoyed what I saw out of you today. I really did. And the animation, when she uses her vital instrument, everything turns like yellowy, and it's just fire. So now we got the crew. They stopped at a diner to eat together and rest and relax. We got some lore about vital instruments and how some people become attackers or defenders depending on how they treat their instruments. Those who care about using their instruments to their fullest potential usually become attackers, and those who want to keep them intact and untouched usually become defenders. There's even other type of givers, and Rudo's like, yeah, wow, I want to see them all. And me too, Rudo, me too. As we're having this conversation, another team bust into the diner. Now it's a cleaner party. We have Team Child, composed of Gachiakuta, Deer, who we saw before, the dude with the pacifier, as well as the leader of the team and Deer's older brother, bro. But things are getting a little too crazy for Rudo, and he has to step away. It's just too much to handle. It's getting too rowdy. And as he sits, a hooded man starts talking to him very ominously, and he's talking about the Raiders and how their new leader will do anything to accomplish his goal, and that they were looking for something like these. Bro backs out Amo's shoes, and Rudo immediately gets aggravated. You know what Rudo do? You know what Rudo do? He goes to smash him in the face, and the whole crew pulls up. It's looking crazy. Everything's in slow-mo, and out of nowhere, Chitoni pops out with the portal. Everybody gets sucked in. The only people that didn't make it were the supporters. But man, oh man, Gachiakuta Core 2 starting off with a bang. Truly, it looks like we're getting it thrown hands, because we see some other Raiders pop out the shadows, and we got a head-to-head Raiders versus Cleaners. And I cannot wait. I gotta stop talking and just see what you guys had to say about last episode. Well, I guess I am gonna keep talking, but I'm talking to you. Nurse Joy, what's going on? Such a sad episode. Last episode truly was one for the heart, if you have a heart. Very emotional backstory from Amo. Love her. My girl Amo, protect at all costs. Akuta, what's good? Okay, listen, I just said love Amo. I still gotta see some more out of her before I say love her. But I do like her, and I do respect what she had to go through. Protect at all costs is a fine way to put it, Akuta. Blue Roses, what's good? Thank you for your genuine reaction to this difficult episode. No, thank you for being here for this journey, because it's one that's truly amazing, and it gets dark at times and it gets actiony at times. That's where it's looking like we're about to get, and it's beautiful in totality. Yo, Weirs, what's good? Brother, this episode broke my heart. The upside is both Rudo and Amo show a ton of character growth at the end when they talk. Honestly, that moment right there was beautiful, and I very much enjoy how Amo was talking. She might come off as crazy, right? But she had to go through a lot. In her flashback, we saw how she was having revelations about the things she went through. Once she was given her vital instrument, the shoes, that brought some humanity to her heart. I forget exactly how she explains it, but she has a brain. Jedi, what's up? Thank you for your heartfelt and honest thoughts. Of course, this was an extremely hard episode to watch, but so incredibly important. As a manga reader, I was worried about how Amo's backstory would be adapted. However, Bones did a fantastic job. Is Bones one of the animators? That's a cool name. I don't know if you know Bones, the artist. That's what I was just thinking of. Kiorana did not shy away from this real issue, and I applaud her for that. The conversations this episode starts are important. I agree, very real shit. Like, not a lot of shows portray situations like this. And we might have insinuations of situations like this that go down, but this was so blatantly put out there to help everyone understand. They conveyed it very well. This is where the story of Gachiakuta really begins. This story is a slow burn at first, but once the Trash Storm arc hits, it's full steam ahead. The lore, mystery, and storytelling by Urana is top notch. Oh my God. I like feel some shit in my stomach right now reading that. Cause that first part was already so good. You saying it's about to get better? Also, the crayon childlike drawing in the anime during Amo's backstory is also in the manga. However, Bones expanded upon it. Shout out to Bones, because he did a very great job there. Yo, I just want to say shout out to you guys for even pulling up in the comments during my trailer reaction. I didn't even know if I was gonna upload it or just watch it for myself, but I'm like, yo, we already on this journey. Any Gachiakuta content that I come across, I might as well record it so we could talk about it. And I'm just so happy that we could talk about it. Tomorrow cannot come soon enough. Mori doing the opening too. Yo, Kuta, if you know lore about Mori, who apparently is doing this opening, put me on, because this opening is tough. Yo, Jedi, thank you for even being in the comments. That's all I gotta say. Thank you for reacting to this. No, thank you guys for being here. Oh, Blue, you got some lore for me, huh? Funny fact, Mori Calliope, did I say the name right? I hope I did. Who's doing the new opening is friends with Ki Urana. In fact, Ki Urana did an album cover for her and is paying a YouTube member of hers. What? Mori has been gushing over Gachiakuta since the manga was first released. There's a really cute compilation of Mori gushing about Gachiakuta over the years. I have to dive into this lore, I feel like. Manga Metalhead, what's good? Hell yeah, we got a storm coming, brother. A trash storm. Zato Typhon, aka Raiders boss, is a scary dude? Nah, I gotta find out. Can't wait. You got it, hon. Core 2 is just the second part of this season, all season 1. Oh wait, Nurse Joy, thank you. Wait, oh man, I think I've been calling it season 2. this whole video. But this is arc 2 technically, right? Do we consider this to be a new arc, right? Or, yeah, I don't know. Someone let me know. Lovely Legit, what's happening? Nord is the Thunder here and is one of my favorite raiders. We also got to see my girl Semiyu hold her own in a fight. Queen Semiyu did hold her own. I did not think we were getting all of this so early. Based on what I saw in the trailer, it's looking like this season is about to be truly action pain putters. I'm so glad y'all here with me. Next episode is probably gonna be so fire, and even if it's just talking and lore, I won't be mad at it either. I can't wait. Pain putters. Hit that like if you made it this far. Hit that sub if you new. See you next episode.